Many times you don't understand the people that are close to you. Well, let me rephrase that. You understand what you think they mean, but no one said that they mean that. Okay? How many times do you talk with someone that is close to you, whether it's a friend, partner, business relationship, and they're like, "Do you understand me?" And you're like, "Yeah, for sure I understand." But what do you understand? You understand what you think that they mean. Yeah, that was kind of complicated, but basically you understand what you think that they meant, okay? Now they might have meant something totally different. And because you understand this, now this whole conversation is going a certain direction that might take it to a total different place and actually maybe not really to a good place. What you need to understand is that the fact you're listening and you think you understand is good, it's a good start, but it's not enough. Because many times when you say something and then I told you, yes, of course I understand you, and then I understand something totally different because the way I interpret those words that you said are a certain way, but you give them a total different interpretation, that would take our conversation to a whole different place and we'll miss our goal. We'll miss whatever it is we want to achieve in the conversation. Now, that's in the good case. Worst case is that many times that happens in relationships. You come to your partner and like you say something that it's something good, okay? Or also in texting it happens a lot. But they translate it in a total different way. They understand something else. And then when they understand something negative, so what happens then? They're like, okay, their reaction is negative, and then like their emotion is negative. So you say something that is supposed to be something good, right? But you thought they also understand that. No, but they understood something else. And then they have an emotion that is a negative emotion, and then it comes an emotion that brings to a negative act. And then you're like telling yourself, wait, what's happening over here? I said something good. Why am I getting a negative reaction? So it's really important to understand that many times we don't understand, even though we think we do. I spoke to a dear friend lately, and she told me that in many of our conversations, she realized that, they think that they understand each other, but they don't really understand. So what I'm going to share with you now is something that it's a tool actually you can use to improve your conversations and make sure that, number one, you really understand the people that you're talking to, that you're communicating to. That way you could get much more out of the conversation. And number two, people could also understand you. So what is it that I recommend you to do? So in any type of communication, okay, when you talk to a person, you want to make sure that you really understand each other. How do you do that? How do you get to a place that you really understand what they meant, not what you think that they meant? So it's pretty simple. When someone talks to you, you ask them every few sentences, you ask, well, when you said this, this is what you meant? And they might tell you, yes, that's exactly what I meant. Well, they probably won't say like that. They'll say, yes, of course, that's what I meant. Or they'll tell you, no. Why do you think that? Like, no, actually, I meant something else. Now, don't go into a conversation and every 2 minutes ask that. Or every 20 seconds. Or every minute and a half. There's no certain time that you need to look at your watch. Okay, get ready, set, go. No, understand what's going on in the conversation. From time to time, ask them, when you said this, did you mean that? And they'll tell you yes or no, okay? I'll give you an example in a second. And then the same thing, okay? If someone doesn't ask that from you when you talk to them, so you could ask them, when I said this, what did you understand from what I just now said? Now, they might be really listening, but they understood something else. So it's really important that when you're the listener, sometimes people will ask you, did you understand? And then tell them, yes, I understood. Not just, yes, I understand. Yes, I understood A, B, C, D. And then when you're the one that's talking, ask them, what did you understand from what I said? How does this meet you in real life? Well, in any conversation, this will meet you. I could give you an example. I met someone this week, and I was talking to her about relationships. Yeah, happens a lot. And I mentioned to her one of the things that is really important for me in a relationship. Now, yes, we also spoke about values and all that, but this time we didn't talk about that. I told her I want someone that, that is alive, someone that is happy. And what she understood was like, what do you mean? Yeah, you're like, are you living in some type of illusion? You want someone that has always had this smile on her face, and is always happy, and she's never sad, never has any downs. I told her, okay, is this what you understood from what I just now said? And she told me, yeah, you just now told me you want someone happy, you want someone with a smile on their face. You want someone that their smile is like, it's like it lights the room. And I told her, you're right, all the things you said, I really want that. But it doesn't mean she needs to be like that. First, she doesn't need to be anything. She'll be her and I'll be me. But I want someone that is alive through this life, okay? That is not just existing through life. And yes, I want her to be a happy person. What does it mean to be a happy person? Now I explained to her what I meant when I said happy, when I wanted to have a smile that lights the room. So I explained to her, okay, happy means, yes, that in general she's a happy person. What does happy person mean? Happy person means that she's grateful for many things that she has in her life, okay? And she says thank you, and she also puts her focus on what she does have. Now, does that mean that there are days, does that mean that she's always like that? No, I told her there are probably days that she doesn't feel good and she's down and she doesn't want to talk to anyone, and we're all like that, okay? But happy doesn't mean always, kind of this battery that you put in you and now you're always happy. No, but in general, it's a way of life. She's a person that takes her mind and puts it on what she appreciates, okay? Because there are many people in life that even if they'll have everything, they'll always look for what's going wrong, what's not good in life, and just be depressed. And that's their choice, okay? If that's what they want, okay, all good. But I prefer to be with someone that is alive, someone that is happy with what they have and always wants more, not from a place of greed that I must have more. No, I'm happy with what I have, but I'll always try to get more. That way I could also give more. So we went into a whole different conversation, but the point is that I explained to her what does happiness and a smile that lights up the room means for me. And then she was like, oh wow, that's beautiful. So because I came and told her, like, what did you understand from what I said? So what basically happened was that if we wouldn't have spoken about it, so she would have said, like, man, this guy's crazy. He wants to find a girl that is always happy and always has a smile on her face. Hi, I hope this video is serving you. I just want to share with you that my belief in life is that you are here to serve a purpose greater than yourself. But in order to do that the best way, you must start with investing in yourself. Enjoy the rest of the video. But because we spoke and communicated, so basically I told her what I mean when I say that. So any conversation you have, ask the person that is listening to you, what did you understand from what I said? Okay, again, at the right timing, not every second, not every time. And when you're the listener, repeat, say, okay, did you understand A, B, C, D? Amazing. Okay, we understand the same. By the way, regarding relationships, if we already spoke about that one, you can't expect your partner, spouse to be something that you're not. So I can't expect someone to always think and have their mindset, not always, but many times, what they do have in gratitude when I'm not like that. So whatever it is that we want to have in a partner, we can't have it one way, it needs to be both. So really important whenever you're looking for, by the way, for a right partner, but also in business, you can't tell one person, have these values of honesty and whatever, and you're not honest. So whatever it is you expect from other people, expect also from yourself. Back to our conversation. In addition to asking, okay, did you understand? You need to listen, but re-listening. When you really listen, you could get much more out of the conversation. When I say you, I mean both of you. Okay, your communication will improve, and you actually get to the core of what's hiding behind the conversation. And there's much more beauty behind it. So I'll link a video beneath that has to do with listening, that we talking about listening and how you could improve your listening skills. But just understand, when you really listen and when you ask the person, okay, did I understand you correctly, and they understand you, the relationship between you gets much stronger, and then you create a better life for yourself because you have better relationships. When you have better relationships, not only that you create for yourself a better life, but also you create a better life for the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.